You're welcome to listen in, but I chose this week's story mainly for an audience of one. This 12-year-old named Ted.
Yes.
Ted is my nephew.
Very hard.
And he says sometimes his blindness feels insurmountable.
I see.
I thought like I was doomed. that does sound a little immature, but
A woe is me kind of feeling?
yes. I really want to be like everybody else sometimes, you know.
And that's why, when I heard about this drag racer attempting to set a new world speed record, I thought Ted and others like him had to meet the driver. In 2012, Dan Parker of Columbus, Georgia, got in a crash. He suffered a traumatic brain injury so severe it blinded him.
I never imagined I'd be back in the seat of a race car. But I've been a racer my whole life. I just had to figure out another way to do it.
A machinist by trade, Dan got adaptive equipment so he could make parts,
2.9.
and then designed this entire race car.
Everything in this car?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
That just amazes me. What does he look like?
Mustache and a beard?
I don't have a mustache.
You have a mustache?
See? Whiskers? I hope nobody sees them.
Oh, don't worry about it. That won't be an issue. Anyway, back to our story.
Last week, Dan and his crew came here to Spaceport America in southern New Mexico to attempt a Guinness record, fastest car driven blindfolded. Of course, no blindfold was needed, but he did have a special audio guidance system and, for safety purposes, a sighted driver next to him, hands hovering over the steering wheel just in case. It wasn't necessary. Dan went 211 miles an hour, set a record, and more importantly, an example.
Ted, I want you to know that blindness is not what is stopping you. Surround yourself with believers and go for your dreams. You can make excuses or make it happen.
New Guinness World Records title.
Dan says inspiring the Teds of the world is the main reason he did this. And if my nephew is any indication, it was well worth the drive.
If he can do that, well, then I think I could easily pursue my dream.
Steve Hartman,
Wait, what about flying and plane?
CBS News, on the road.
That's exactly what I wanted to come from this.